Why so much the Bharat one, Bihar one? Okay. Headlines, 3 pages. 1, 2, 3. Loud, clear, slowly. Start.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Shreya and today's headlines are: Youth rescues from burning trains. Train dies in Lakshmi Hall. Cabinet gives nod to new startup policy. 3 big hostels. 2 lives lost. Rajnath and military chief say job drive will start in a few days. India adds 12,847 new COVID cases, 14 deaths. CBI search on Gelhot Bro premises. Raj CM gets out. COVID patients' behavior in first WTO Dell in 7 years. 8 Nadal's parties, total income 1,374 crore in few years 20 to 21 ADR. 10% of elders admit to having faced abuse survey. Work on Shabbe near Patna. JN to start soon engineer. 3 5-star hostels to come up in city. Tennis has few takers due to lack of infrastructure promotion. Government suspends internet service in 15 districts. RJD led support call for Bihar 1 today. 214 trains cancelled and 50 FIRs locked in a state. JDU wants review. Manji for rollback of new scheme. Manji. 60 coaches of trains set on fire. More than 60 coaches of trains and train locomotives were set on fire at different places in the state by those protesting against the centre's Agnipath military requirement schemes on Friday. The protest also forced the railways to cancel at least 214 trains originating from the state or passing through it. For more than 64 trains, on the other hand, were terminated at different places and 12 rescheduled due to the violent protest. The coaches of New Delhi Bhagalpur Vikramshila Express 12368 were set on fire at Lakhisarai. Islampur New Delhi Magad Express 20801 at Islampur. Rajgir Danapur Express 13233 at Fatua. Malda Delhi Farakka Express 13483 at Danapur and Darbhanga New Delhi Bihar Sampark Kranti Express 12566 at Samastipur. The coaches of a local train, on the other hand, were set ablaze at Kulharia station. At the mob ran amok at different railway stations and set train coaches on fire. Passengers somehow saved their lives. At Danapur stations, the mob also torches three private vehicles, including the one of the Danapur station manager, ticket booking office, and a fast food track. They pelted stones, damaging window panels of trains. The mob threw a motorcycle on rail track at platform number 3. ECR Chief Public Relation Officer CPRO Byron Virendra Kumar. Thank you.
माइक तो लो, come on, इसमें कंटिन्यू करो। ECR चीफ पब्लिक रिलेशन ऑफिसर।
Good morning, everyone. BCA Chief Public Relations Officer CPRO Virendra Kumar said a group of at least 150 protesters blocked railway traffic at Jharkhand stations around 6:20 am. They were just away by the RPP personnel around 9 am. A large number of protesters.
Relax, कोई गड़बड़ी?
No, sir.
कोई परेशानी?
No, sir.
प्यास लगी है?
No, sir.
भूख लगी है?
No, sir.
पानी नहीं?
No, sir.
ये तो पानी पी लो। रिलैक्स, जितना रिलैक्स होके काम करेंगे उतना काम बेहतर होगा। तो पानी पियो, टेक वाटर, रिलैक्स। ठीक, अभी भी हड़बड़ा रहे हैं। चल, तुम मत कर रहे, पढ़ो। एकदम रिलैक्स, कोई हड़बड़ी नहीं है। उसको रिस्पॉन्सिव पढ़ो कि हम सुन रहे हैं। Because you know 60 coaches of the trains were set on fire.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है ना? It's very important. हमने भी नहीं पढ़ा है। Read properly so that
A large number of protesters executed on tracks at Daltonas around for nearly 2 hours and also blocked rail traffic movement at Dumran from 5:15 am to 11:45 am. The agitators executed on rail tracks with banners and flags at Bihar or Bhinta or Khulharia or Bhani and Sadishpur halt under Dhanapur division. Sadishpur halt under. So different names. No, sir.
I will plan my, I will reschedule my all this learning about. Hey, पढ़िए.
Sadishpur halt under Dhanapur division of the ECR movement of passenger trains was disrupted for about 4 to 5 hours at these stations. Movement of trains come to halt for a few hours at Mohidin Nagar और लक्ष्मीया मानसी मुजफ्फरपुर हाजीपुर और नारायणपुर मुजफ्फरपुर है और हाजीपुर नारायणपुर और सरदारपुर सीहो
Movement of trains came to a halt for a few hours at Mohidin Nagar, Lakhmiya, Mansi, Muzaffarpur, Hajipur, Narayanpur, Sabdalpur, Siho, Betia, Samastipur, Supaul, Narkatiyaganj, and Darbhanga due to the protests. Railway is a soft target for protesters.
ये वाला. हाँ शुरू करो नहीं नहीं ये नहीं 214 trains cancelled. ये तो ये है here is information है मतलब following train which all trains have been cancelled. Please read.
Today's headline is 214 trains cancelled and 70 FIRs lodged in a state. The protests began from early morning and trains were the primary targets as coaches of at least 6 trains were set on fire at Lakhisarai, Fatwa, Islampur, Danapur and Kunaria. Besides, window panes of several trains were damaged in a stone pelting at Ara, Buxar and Khagaria districts. As per a bulletin issued by East Central Railways, at least 25 trains were halted for several hours on Friday morning at railway stations, including Nagar, Mansi, Dumra, Kulharia, and Jakhim. As many as 214 trains, mostly passenger trains, were cancelled due to the protests in Bihar. More than 50 trains had to be diverted due to protests in different districts. Lakhisarai railway station witnessed massive vandalism by the protesters as several bogies of Jal Seva Express was set on fire and the hooligans damaged railway properties and looted stalls as well. Similarly, 2 bogies of a passenger train were set on fire by the protesters at Pularia in Bhojpur district. The protesters also set on fire Darbhanga New Delhi Sampark Kranti Express at Samastipur, at Danapur and Beta railway stations in Patna. Railway police chased away the protesters after resorting the lathi charge. Vehicular movement came to a halt in highways as hundreds of students came on NH 139 at Arwal, NH 727 and Rajbara Gunti Road in Begusai. GT Road was blocked in Aurangabad and several school buses were set on fire at Daudnagar in the district. The fire brigade vehicle that went to control the fire at Daudnagar was also destroyed by the furious mob. Police sources were also targeted in the protests on Friday, as at least 5 policemen were injured during stone pelting and vandalism by protesters in Rohtas, Nalanda and Bhojpur districts. ADG Law and Order Sanjay Singh said 70 FIRs were lodged in different districts in connection with damage to public property and vandalism, and 10 companies of paramilitary forces deployed across the state. Most agitators are demanding restoration of the old system of recruitment in the armed forces. The Agniveers will have no particular rank after their term of laborious service, which might affect their dignity in the post-service life, said Neeraj Kumar, an aspirant of Defence Forces from Sadipur village in Patna. Thank you.
Good morning, all of you. And today's news about Musk sued by shareholders for toxic work culture at Tesla, New York. A Tesla shareholder has filed legal proceeding against Elon Musk and the company's board of directors, accusing them of ignoring employee complaints of racism and sexual harassment. The lawsuit brought forward Thursday by plaintiff Somlon Chow in Texas, where Tesla is headquartered, argues that the unaddressed toxic workplace culture at the company has caused irreparable reputational damage and financial harm. Thursday court filing stated that a toxic environment took shape internally for years, and the truth about Tesla's culture has only recently emerged, leading to action by regulator and private individuals. In another lawsuit, that year, Tesla was ordered to pay $137 million plus interest to a former incubator operator at its Fremont factory for turning a blind eye to wreckage. This year, the plenty was cut to $15 million. Thank you.
Slowly. This one. Government suspends internet services in 15 districts. Okay.
Good morning to all. Now I am going to read the article which is related with government suspends internet services in 15 districts. In the wake of widespread and protest against the Center Agnipath scheme for short-term recruitment in armed forces, the state government on Friday suspended internet service for transmission of messages through social networking sites and messaging application in 15 out of 38 districts of Bihar till Sunday, June 19. The districts where internet services has been temporarily suspended include Kaimur, Bhojpur, Aurangabad, Rohtas, Buxar, Nevada, West Champaran, East Champaran, Muzaffarpur, Darbhanga, Samastipur, Lakhisarai, Begusarai, Vaishali, and Saran. An order issued by the Home Department in this regard stated that based on inputs and as reported by ADG Law and Order, it is reasonable apprehended that some antisocial elements in the identified districts are using internet medium to transmit objectionable contents in order to spread rumor at large with a view to inciting public and cause damage to life and property. We were getting reports that internet and social media were being rampantly used for spreading rumors regarding a new government recruitment policy, which led to vandalism and hooliganism in many districts in the state over the last 2 days. Accordingly, a decision has been taken to temporarily suspend internet services for 2 days in order to curb rumor mongering and the resultant violence. ADG Law and Order. Sanjay Singh told Times of India on Friday evening. The order issued by the Home Department also stated that misuse of social networking websites and instant messaging services is likely to be detrimental to the interest of peace and tranquility in the identified district. Accordingly, the order was issued by Additional Chief Secretary Home Chaitanya Prasad to all internet service provider ISPs that any message to all from any person or class of person relating to any subject or any pictorial content through selected social networking sites or applications shall not be transmitted in the selected districts. The order has been issued in exercise of power conferred by respective provisions of Indian Telegraph Act 1885, read with temporary suspension of telecom services, Public Emergency or Public Safety Rules 2017. The social networking sites and messaging applications which have been suspended in the selected 15 districts include Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, Google+, Skype, Snapchat, WeChat, and Viber, among others. Thank you.
This one. Start from here. RJD left support call for Bihar Bandh today. Right. So this one, RJD and left parties from here to clear, then not this one.
Good morning, all of you. Today news is RJD left support call for Bihar Bandh today. RJD and the left parties have extended their support to the Bandh called by various youth and student union on Saturday against the Agnipath scheme. AISA, Rozgar, Sangharsh, Sanyukta Morcha and Sena Bharti Jawan Morcha had given 22 hours ultimatum to the center to roll back Agnipath scheme, or they would move towards Bharat Bandh. After Bihar Bandh called by them on Saturday, RJD State President Jagdanand Singh, in a joint press conference with the leaders of the three left parties on Friday, said they stand by the youth of the country and ask the center to roll back the Agnipath scheme for recruitment in armed force for 4 years only. Singh said the BJP government was playing with the future of the youth and security of the country. In a way, they are trying to destroy the defense sector. They should continue with the old requirement policy in the Army, Navy, and Air Force, he said. In a reply to the BJP leaders' allegation that the opposition was provoking the youth without understanding the Agnipath scheme, Singh said they used to say the same thing about the farm law and counted its benefit, but they had to roll it back. The left and the RJD in a joint statement to the press cautioned the government that the protest might become dangerous. They also criticized the BJP for defaming the protesters. Even the Congress youth wing on Friday burned the effigy of Prime Minister Narendra Modi near income tax roundabout. Youth Congress leader Gunjan Patel said the government stand had always been anti-youth and the party would no longer tolerate it. Thank you.
Come serious, okay? रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी के साथ पढ़िएगा, है ना? ठीक है, क्योंकि 3 5-star होटल्स टू कम अप इन द सिटी में 3 5-star होटल आ रहा है, ठीक है? तो ये इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी है, एम्प्लॉयमेंट भी होगा, बड़ी ठीक से.
Good morning, everyone. The historical city of Patna will become soon having a Sir, spelling है ULP.
कहाँ पे?
3.
हाँ. Ultra modern. Ultra modern.
5-star hotel or to won a national and foreigner tourists. He decided to this effect was taken at the cabinet meeting held there on the Friday. Well, 2 hours of the yes. Okay. Purpose the hotel could be a development of Baran Champaran Petal Path. The 3-1 will be built at the site of present Bhagyapur bus stand near Gandhi Maidan. Bhagya. Bankpur bus stand.
Bankipur bus stand. Okay, fine, that area. There is school Christ Church and all. तो वहाँ पे एक होटल आ रहा, राइट?
Yes,
वहाँ पे
sir.
की जगह कहाँ पे?
Sir, गांधी मैदान.
कहीं आ रहा होगा. नहीं, बागीपुर के तरफ. Okay, ठीक है, read more.
All the three hotels could be constructed on land to be given to private
Parties.
parties on a living from
Lease.
lease from 45 years.
Take me to go. While two of the proposed hotels would be developed on Birchand Patel Path. Where is Birchand Patel? Where is Birchand Patel Path? Birchand Patel, income tax roundabout. Income tax roundabout. If you are coming from planetarium, income tax roundabout left. That road. And all the political party road, yeah.
Yes, sir.
That is called Birchand Patel. You know, सबका party office है ना, चाणक्य hotel and all.
Yes, sir.
That is called Birchand Patel. Okay. So one is Birchand Patel. Okay, and the second one is Bankipur bus stand near Gandhi Maidan. All the three hotels. So where is the third one? Okay, read further. It will get.
Giving detail of the proposed construction, State Tourist Department, a Principal Secretary Santosh Kumar Mail said the need of the three modern hotels was built from the long time as there have not been many places from comfortable state of tourists coming to the city from different parts of the whole world. He said there have been a construction increases in the number of tourist residents year. In 2015, the number of the national and foreign tourist visit of Patna was 2.80 crores and 9.24 lakhs respectively, but they have figure rose to 3.40 crores and 11 lakhs respectively in 2019. Respectively.
In 2019.
2019 before the construction.
Commencement मतलब शुरुआत. Commencement मतलब होटल बनने की शुरुआत में. चलो.
Of
Pandemic.
Keeping in the view of the rich cultivation has
cultural heritage
of Bihar and the historical importance of the city. The number of the tourists is bound to be increases a manifold in the time of coming, he said. The hotel was a Birchand Patel Path could be constructed over 1.5 acres of the land respectively. Presently.
अच्छा ठीक है. Presently occupied by Hotel Patliputra.
By Hotel Patliputra also. Which has been handed over the state government by Indian Tourism Development Cooperating. This hotel was constructed by.
Thank you. अब वो उसको पढ़ने दो. ठीक है? नहीं प्रैक्टिस करो. चलो. वहाँ से नहीं, ये पैराग्राफ से चलो. The hotel at Birchand Patel.
Good morning, everyone. The hotel of Birchand Patel Path would be constructed over 1.5 acres of land presently occupied by Hotel Patliputra Ashok,
which has been handed over to the state government by the India Tourism Development Corporation. This hotel was constructed by ITDC in 1976. The new hotel will have 175 well furnished room with all modern amenities. The second hotel on this very road would be developed at the iconic Sultan Palace, which currently functioned as the headquarters of the Bihar State Road Transport Corporation. Built in 1922, the Sultan Palace is an impressive example of Islamic architecture with a HIGHDOMED hydromed tower at the center. HIGH
High dome. डोम
High
होता है गुम्बद,
dome.
डोम होता है गुम्बद,
high dome tower.
मॉस्क में गुम्बद होता है, गुरुद्वारा में गुम्बद,
Yes.
हाई डोम.
High dome tower at the center, minarets and myriad arcs. It was the residence of Sir Sultan Ahmad, a renowned advocate and renowned yes, advocate and judge in Patna High Court and the first Indian vice chancellor of Patna University. The office of the BSRTC would now be shifted to its new building under construction, New Fulwari Sharif Jail. The new five-star hotel to be developed over 5.8 acres of land presently occupied by the Sultan Palace will have altogether 400 rooms. This hotel would be very near the railway station as well as the city airport said mall. The third five-star hotel would be constructed over 3.5 acres of land presently occupied by Bakipur bus stand in the heart of the city.
बाकीपुर बस स्टैंड पाटलिपुत्र में इनोवेट हो रहा है, सुल्तान पैलेस है.
Yes, sir.
तो इसका मतलब है कि बाकीपुर जो बस स्टैंड है वो कहाँ जाएगा, और वही बाकीपुर बस स्टैंड है, वही होटल बनेगा. तो अगेन बस स्टैंड will go to that area. So
This hotel would be located near Bapu Sabhagar, having a seating capacity of 5,000. Bapu Sabhagar with seating capacity of 500. And Patna Medical College Hospital, which is being reconstructed with capacity of 500 beds. Mall said the development of these new five-star hotels would not only provide comfortable residential accommodation to the tourists coming from far and wide, but also promote economic activities by offering instant employment to local youths and businessmen. A committee headed by the Chief Secretary Government of Bihar has been constituted to finalize the details of lease and tender for the construction of these hotels. Sir, lease means
किराए पे दिया जाता है, वो भी किराया है, but 30 years, 40 years, 99 years, ठीक है, 100 days, 99 days.
Thank you.
हो गया. करो भाई. Work on subway. Subway near Patna Junction to start soon.
Good morning to all of you. Work on subway near Patna Junction to start soon, engineer. Patna. The parking problem and traveling to and from Patna Junction will be hassle-free for the computers with the constructions of an underground tunnel. The work on the pedestrian subway on Station Road will begin soon as the soil testing and diversion of utilities have been completed. The 440-meter long subway will connect Patna Junction with the multi-level car parking MLCP near Buddha Smriti Park and proposed multi-travelator. The 340-meter long underground tunnel will be 5,420 millimeter deep and air conditioned with fire extinguisher, lights, LED screens, and drainage system. It is likely to be completed by December 2023 by utilizing funds to the tune of Rs 68.85 crore. The foundation stone for the project was laid by CM Nitish Kumar on December 4 last year. Under the redevelopment of Station Road project, the subway will be constructed along with an elevated road and multimodal hub. The proposed elevated road will connect the second level of LLCP with Station Road flyover between pillars 7 and 8 for proper utilization of the existing parking space for people traveling to Patna Junction. A 5-story multimodal transit hub will cater private cabs, auto rickshaws, and buses. Harshita, Public Relations Officer of PSCL, said the work will pick up based on the agreement between the PSCL and the selected firm is signed. The project will reduce congestion near the stations roundabout. Passengers can enter the exit the railway station directly the reach the MLCP where vehicles and park if they are coming by the elevated road, she said. She said,
Eh? She said over. Chalo, thank you.
okay.
Anyone from there? I hope it. Anyone? Anyone from that side? So, this one. Now clear slowly, okay?
Good morning, everyone. Our army dreams has been dashed. Aspirants, Hyderabad. The Agnipath scheme has been reduced their years of preparation and desire to join the army to not rude aspirants who came out to
Information नहीं रहा, सारा information हम ले चुके हैं. More information. J&K Assembly polls possible by the end.
Jammu and Kashmir Assembly polls possible by year end, says Rajnath Kovind. In the first Rajnath Singh, sorry, sir. In the first indication of a timeline for assembly polls in Jammu and Kashmir, since it was downgraded to a union territory, Defense Ministry Rajnath Singh on Friday said there is a possibility of holding the polls by this year end, addressing a function here to celebrate the 200th year of the coronation of Maharaja Gulab Singh. The defense minister said the delimitation exercise has been completed, following which the number of seats has gone up to 90, with Kashmir having 47 seats and Jammu 43. Rajnath Singh, who is on a 2 days visit of the union territory, said by this year end there is a possibility of holding assembly election in Jammu and Kashmir. The indication of a timeline comes 2 days after the Election Commission initiated the revision of electoral rolls in the Union Territory and prepare the draft rolls by August 31. According to the officials, Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar and Election Commissioner Anup Chandra Pandey carried out a review and directed the Jammu Kashmir Chief Electoral Officer to map the redrawn assembly constituencies. During the revision exercise, citizens would be given opportunities to enroll, delete, and change their particular in the electoral rolls. Last month, the central government issued a notification saying the order of the Delimitation Commission, which redrew electoral constituencies and provided provided the Delimitation Commissioner set up under the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Act of 2019. The Union Territory will have 90 assembly constituencies, 43 in the Jammu division and 47 in Kashmir, with 9 of them being reserved for the scheduled tribes. The East while a state had 87 seats, 46 in Kashmir, 37 in Jammu and 4 in Ladakh. During its reorganization, Ladakh was declared a separate union territory without a legislature. Thank you.